My name is Jerry Lawson and I'm one of the co-founders of Frog Bikes. We specialise in making lightweight kids bikes that children love to ride. At Frog Bikes we've always felt that children are different to adults. They're not scaled down adults. The way they move, their centre of gravity, the proportions of their body are very, very different to adults. Their head is 25% of their body, whereas an adult is 10%. So we have taken the independent research from Brunel University and we have made changes to our bikes based on the research. As far as we're concerned, this is the very first full-scale study done on children on bikes. And in order to do this study, the Brunel team had to have a cycle fit rig specially cut down so that kids can sit on it. It will take a kid who is about 2 years old, so very, very small, up to a fully grown adult who's about 6'8". And this particular rig has components that are scaled down. So as well as having the usual components of handlebars and reach, this rig will also change the crank length. And so the Brunel University team could use this to establish what was the right size bike for a child. The Brunel team have taken 50 different attributes of a child, including torso, foot length, arm length, reach, shoulders, width, and to understand what are the important aspects of a child to sit on a bike, with two key objectives. One, to look at the best geometry, and two, to understand how to measure a child specifically. What we have done at Frog is we've scaled down and changed our bikes based on the research, so that 80% of children can get on a bike without a problem. We've changed the reach on the top tube, we've changed the stem length, and we've changed the seat tube angle. Therefore more kids can get on our bike and just ride it. From a store's point of view, to get the right bike for a child, there are three simple measurements that you need to take. One is the inseam, or inside leg, and that's been what we've been using from day one. So a child with a 43 inside leg can get a 43 centimetre inside leg can get on one of our bikes. The second thing that you need to do is take the torso, which fundamentally is from just below the neck to the inseam, and the last bit is the arm in order to get the reach. That's all you need to do to make a Frog bike for your child. Thank you.
We're going to show you two ways to measure a child. The first one is if you have the Fit Kit measuring equipment. The second one is if you don't. Using the Fit Kit equipment, push the beam down low and ask the child to stand on the footplate in their socks over the beam. Tell them that it will rise up but will just feel a bit like sitting on a saddle. Finally, make sure that the beam at the top of the inseam measurement device is horizontal. Use the inbuilt spirit level to check this. The child may need to move the beam backwards or forwards to get the beam level. Once it is level, take a reading from the device and note it down. This is the inseam. Next, take the sternal height. With the child still standing astride the inseam measuring device, ask them to stand up straight. Show the child the sternal notch, the indent between the collarbones at the base of the neck. Using the torso measurement device, place the end lightly into the child's sternal notch. Ensure the device is horizontal and note the measurement from the sternal notch to the ground. This is the sternal height. Finally, measure the arm length. Find the acromion process, or the shoulder bone, on the shoulder. This is the bony point at the edge of the shoulder. Now ask the child to stand with their arm straight and their hand made into a fist. Take the measurement to the knuckle of the index finger and note it down. This is the arm length. If you don't have the Fit Kit measuring equipment, ask the child to stand in their socks with their back to a wall and their feet flat on the floor, a hand's width apart. Place a book or another measuring device between their legs snugly as if they're sitting on a saddle. As they step away, mark the point on the wall where the book comes up to and measure from here to the floor. This is the inseam. Next, take the sternal height. Ask the child to stand straight with heels, hips and shoulders against the wall and with feet approximately a hand's width apart. Show the child the sternal notch, the indent between the collarbones at the base of the neck. With the child standing up tall, take a tape measure and measure from the ground to the base of the sternal notch. Take the reading and note it down. This is the sternal height. Now enter the three measurements, the inseam, sternal height and arm length, into the FrogFit calculator on our website. You can access this from your trade account page. The FrogFit calculator will tell you the ideal model, seat height, crank length and stem, with options depending on the confidence of the rider.